Good night.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Now, let's get this year's Saints' Day Festival of Montario underway. We will begin with a few words from His Eminence, Sanctifex Forden.
Looks like Dracodios hasn't left his side.
Today is a day of great celebration. A day to offer up our thanks to God. But first, an announcement. Luis is dead. The royal family's murderer has been put to justice. Now much of the kingdom's trust lies with me. Even this king-defying lance is safe in my hands. I would not see further bloodshed in endless, futile conflict. Is it not past time for reconciliation and open dialogue as a newly forged nation?
He's talking as if the race is already over. What about deciding the winner?
All but a formality now, isn't it? His Eminence has the overwhelming majority on his side. Better to establish peace now and crown Sanctifex Forden.
No. He would end the tournament here and now.
So he's just going to call the race while he's ahead? How convenient. But the throne's decided by the king, not this tournament.
Forden only had to abide by that when he had Luis to compete with. If he ends this while he's this far ahead, we won't be able to reverse it.
Oi! The game's not over yet, you cocky bastard!
We only seek to submit to the will of the people. Though you would be wise to quit the race with all speed.
Forden for the throne! Then we will finally have peace! Hail His Majesty Forden! Long live His Majesty Forden!
Damn him. The people already believe him the victor. Tournament won or no, his dominance will soon be unshakable.
Let's go. We reclaim the lance, now!
Now? Are you out of your mind?
If he's going to keep it close to hand, we'll never have a chance to swap it out. We'll have to take it by force.
Isn't it too dangerous?
Better we risk danger than it...
So you were after this lance all along? Loyalists indeed. How many more candidates must die by your hand?
His smuggler is horrific, distorted. It's sickening.
What did you? How dare you, you pagan wretch! You would steal this holy lance for your own vile ends. That alone is treason against...
Assassins! Then we're in good company. That night, you were the one behind the attack on His Royal Highness. You framed Luis for your crime and banished him from the palace. Do you deny it?
Precisely the sort of baseless claim.
Baseless, is it? In that case, shall we produce proof of your treason?
The royal family is gone. Luis is dead.
You traitor!
You call His Eminence a traitor? Preposterous! The Sanctifex is incapable of such deeds!
Your Majesty Forden, punishment to the disloyal. Charge these ruffians with your divine lance!
Behold, the flock has spoken. Those who defy me are to be executed. Before you die, know that I am in your debt for killing Luis and handing me the crown.
Del, what the hell's going on? I thought the prince's curse was supposed to be off.
It's clearly not. The prince's assassination, the whole lot. It was all the Sanctists. It was all that bastard pulling the strings from the start. Wait, is that...
You! Identify yourself! Who are you?
We're at a festival. Should we not be festive? I've come to meet you, Forden.
Luis? Impossible. How could you have survived? Not that it matters. It falls to me to finish the job, then. Coming here sealed your fate. Hell awaits, and this time I'll make sure you stay there. Face your divine punishment, Luis! But why?
It appears your sins outweigh mine.
What have you done?
That lance is counterfeit, just like you. This is the true lance.
You snake, Luis.
Did he just kill Sanctifex Forden?
No. Impossible.
Nothing to see here. The festival is cancelled. Cancelled.
Del, Lord Luis is alive.
What's going on?
Good people! You have heard the truth with your own ears. Forden was the vile mastermind behind the prince's assassination. For casting his sins upon me, for seeking to usurp the throne, I have passed due judgment. A tainted Sanctifex is unfit to rule. What's the matter? You seem lost for words.
But you're supposed to be dead.
In a sense, yes.
Then how? How are you alive? Forden's own attendant confirmed your death.
Forden's attendant? You mean that fellow?
No! Zorba?
Back at the Grand Cathedral, I ordered the dead to recover my body if the need arose.
I had always intended for Forden to die by my hand. And the first step in his downfall was Zorba's infiltration.
Impossible. The lance pierced you through your very breastplate.
It did indeed. And frankly, I'm still impressed. Few could land such a decisive blow against me. But I'm afraid fate was on my side, not yours.
Mortal anatomy is my speciality. I knew at first glance that the wound was deep, but the heart was intact. Lord Luis is destined for far greater than this, so I devised a plan. I would proclaim his death and deceive both Forden and his flock. After that, it was simply a matter of magically regenerating his flesh overnight. Only a fool would expect him to die in such a place.
I could have emerged as soon as I'd healed. But where's the theater in that? Today is a day of celebration. The least I could do is offer a fitting death out of mercy.
Why do you have the real lance? Wasn't it supposed to have gone to Forden?
Wee bit slow on the uptake, eh? I just told you, I was present for the inspection. It was hardly a difficult task to swap out your counterfeit.
So you knew the truth of it? No. Have you always been ahead of us, ever since the moment we thought Zorba dead?
A holy lance, a convincing prop. What does it matter? Had I truly died, it would simply indicate that I was never fit for my ambitions. Power is the only true arbiter. Behold the proof. Forden lies dead, and the lance is in my hand, just as planned.
You let us do as we pleased, even knowing the risks. You're insane!
Indulge me a question. You stole the magic formula from me. Surely you soon learned that it was useless. That's why you then resorted to killing the caster. You were desperate to lift the spell. Is that not so? In other words, the curse's victim still draws breath. For that reason, you sought to kill me even amidst this competition, even with the difficulty of the king's magic in your way. So, His Venerable Highness the Prince survived. Where is he? Speak or die.
Please, spare us!
No! Stop! Leave them be!
How quickly the Sanctas break rank and flee. Their flock left to die. This is Sanctism.
No! Stop him!
Out of the way!
What?
Why?
Go! Run!
Come now.
Thank you. You protect them. Yet what value do they have to you?
It's not that!
This is just wrong!
It's wrong, me lords!
I see. So even you two have faltered.
Dal! Dal!
Fidelio!
Hey! Wake up!
I get it now. Only fair thing in this world is power. With it, you can take whatever you want in this life. Or so I thought.
Tell.
But you know, if all the weak get left behind, who's left to protect them? I've been an idiot. Sorry about that.
Stop talking, Del.
I see it, you know. Our little diner. Music in the air. It's grand. Look after Lady Juna.
Huh? Hey. Del?
Del!
Pitiful. See what Brotherhood earned them.
Lord Louis. That's what it all comes down to. Doesn't matter what you were born into, there's fairness in that. We thought that if you had a proper strong fella on top, he'd be able to put a stop to all the... But we had it wrong. You're no ray of hope. It doesn't matter to you. Killing anyone. You're the kind of cold.
Do not concern yourself with this peon, Lord Louis.
This way! Guards, hurry!
Step aside. You have important work.
Hey! Seize the criminals who murdered His Eminence!
We didn't do it, but we should probably still run. Basilio, come with us!
Shut up! What about Del? You saw what...
I will not let you die in vain. Your brother didn't do this so you could get yourself killed. For now...
Shite!
Come, make haste.
Oh. Welcome back.
It went about as well as could be. We wanted something nicer for his grave, but they told us something like that's reserved for Sanctus tradition.
You can expect little else in Altabri. I apologize.
We've just gotten ourselves out of the public eye. If we had...
I wish we could have mourned him at his home. It had to happen in the lap of the... I hear the Parapists typically prefer a more joyful...
It's alright. Us soldier kids could never afford to be too picky. Del knew he couldn't choose where to snuff it. The fact that you were there, Lady Juna, that's enough for us.
Basilio.
Best to leave him be for a while. He's...
By the way, have you checked the Farsight mirror?
Unfortunately, it still hasn't lifted.
But Forden brazenly admitted that he had been the mastermind.
Someone must have cast it at Forden's command. Unless we can find and kill them.
We've more pressing problems at hand, don't we? Now...
The village is deep in the forest. It's not an easy place to find, even if you're looking. Going to the prince's side could be dangerous.
But even if we sought the real culprit, we no longer have any lead.
If I might make a suggestion, perhaps we should... But that's tomorrow's concern.
Oh, look at you, kid. You look near dead yourself.
Del?
Seems you made it out in one piece, though.
Are you alive? Don't tell me you pulled some bloody trick.
Basilio, sorry. From here on, you're taking the lead.
But why? I can't without you. Tell, I only made it this far because I followed you.
Don't give me that. You're the strong one. Me, I never knew where I was going. Basilio, protect the weak. Swear you'll do it, not for me, but for yourself. If you can do that, I'll always be with you.
Tell...
Don't give me that look. Well... Let's hear it, Basilio. You fight. But why?
O Lodestar, ye grief-racked brother, O thou anguished traveler. Thy long stagnant stance hath finally been broken. Now choose thy path.
Not really a choice. It's back to the starting line. This time I'll lead. Ardell entrusted me with this chance. I've got to show him I've got this.
Thank you. Thou hast chosen a noble parting. O Lodestar, whose light reveals the king's own path. Henceforth, thy fears and insecurities are thy light. Awaken.
See you around, Dell.
Thank goodness! You're finally awake! You were passed out! Don't scare me like that! Not that I can blame you. After all that's happened.
Sir Basilio, there's magla flowing through him. I think it's the same as our power.
It's you lot. From before.
They want to pay their respects for Fidelio.
Thank you. Thank you so very much.
Ardell. Funny, innit? Maybe this world's not so bad. Thanks.
By God, what in the world is that, lads? It struck down Santifex Forden right before our eyes.
And Luis made sure it was a bloody spectacle, before an audience even. The bastard is making sport.
We must devise a plan. Otherwise, even if Luis does not sway our supporters, they may lose faith in the church.
Before all else, we must choose a successor.
I have brought her here.
You requested an audience?
Rella, we must ask your support. Let me be direct. We would like you to...
This girl? She...
Have you gone mad? I reject this proposal. If anyone is to succeed His Eminence, it's...
See sense. Strength alone means nothing. And without that...
Rella, will you not?
You are wise beyond your years, Rella. Surely you understand. What the lost children need now is the people would flock to a saint who dwells among her people. Already many would rejoice to see you.
This is...
Of course, you would have our full support. Naturally, we will make arrangements so that the tournament's next...
Even so,
Allow me to clarify. This is not...
Well...
Hey, sounds like we've got big news. I figured they'd shove someone up to take Forden's place, but where it is, it'll be.
The mourning for Forden's barely started, and they're already lining up his successor. And Rella...
They're getting careless. Though, thinking about it...
But, say Saint Rella wins against Louise, becomes proper queen and all, gets to do what she wants. Doesn't...
No! This can't be her own decision. Just the idea...
The politicians must be trying to make her their puppet. Perhaps it was an order she could not refuse.
This isn't good. Probably not the best. But that's got to mean they're keeping the tournament going, right?
Either way, I don't like it. This is all escalating too fast. If Luis and the Sanctus Church are trying to reclaim the status quo as the two pillars of government, that'll be a tough lead to shake, after all. Just lifting the curse isn't going to be enough to restore the prince to the throne.
Indeed. Luis versus Rella. Front-runner and runner-up, with no ties to the royal family between them. His Highness himself will have to win this battle on the faith of the people, or his claim to the crown will never be acknowledged.
Besides which, Luis now knows that His Highness lives. His whereabouts have not been discovered.
So many obstacles.
Well, I know one way to keep a VIP protected. We use a body double. You're supposed to be...
You mean he pretends to be the prince? That's absurd. You realize it's a capital offense to impersonate royalty?
I'm in.
You can't just casually drop an "I'm in."
Ardell was right about you being mental. I think we could pull it off, though. The prince has been gone ages. Nobody's in a position to point out different.
Wait, just think about this. He's elder, the royal family's Clamar, and have been for generations. His appearance would...
If I may. His Highness the Prince lacks the Clamar horns. Some rumors suggested 'twas not some miraculous feature of the prince alone, but a mark of elden blood. I've heard no confirmation either way myself, but at the very least, 'tis a tale any aristocrat is bound to have heard in passing.
In other words, with an elder claiming the prince's name and a known royal knight to vouchsafe him, we'd have enough plausibility to shake the...
Of course, all this means little, unless our double himself is willing. What say you?
I can't back.
Wow.
Your resolve has been challenged many times over, and never have you strayed. I am humbled once more.
Good. Then we declare ourselves tomorrow, where this announcement's going to take place. Seems like the optimal place to make...
Right then. Looks like I'll have to give the old girl my cue as well. From here on, it's...
Can we talk?
What now?
I'm tired.
Yeah. You. Certainly.
Hey, mate. So...
Right.
Ah.
Then... Whatever.
Leave it to me.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Look, it's that boy candidate. The one who betrayed Luis or killed him or something.
Hold on! I thought it was Sanctifex Forden who got killed.
I think it's both. But hard to say what actually happened. Suppose it's true what they say about Elder.
I couldn't get a read on what kind of reputation we had before, but it seemed to work.
Once we stand for His Royal Highness the Prince, that will surely change.
St. Rella is here.
Thank you all for joining me, even in the midst of this turmoil. I am Rella Signet. The reason I ask that you all gather here today is so that I may formally announce, I know not if I am worthy, but under the teach...
The saint herself is to be our queen. Now we are safe.
Is she allowed to just jump in mid-race like that? Everyone seemed pretty annoyed when we...
The tournament's winner is not guaranteed the throne.
Listen to that roar. I think I underestimated my sister. Even from here, I can feel her aura of magic.
From the looks of it, she's perfectly situated to pick up where Forden...
I object! Rella, you have no true experience in the political world. And you would rise to Sanctifex Forden's heights. Be worshipped as he was. I refuse. I have been loyal to God and His Eminence Forden my whole life. I am the only one worthy of his legacy.
Master Guido, truly I do see the truth in your words. However, this is also the will of the Crown Theocracy.
Friends gathered here, do you really believe such a person is fit to be queen? Once the nation has dissolved into chaos, it will be too late. Appoint me as champion of sanctism, and I will save you all.
Not sure about that. We know your name, but honestly, you don't have much in the way of real accomplishments.
The man has no charisma. If I had to choose, I'd rather follow St. Rella in all her glory.
And they say Sanctifex Forden killed the prince, too. If that's true, then I don't know if I'd trust his closest vassal with the throne.
Friends, I...
Is that Luis's gauntlet runner?
As usual, I find you all embroiled in pointless conflict.
What is your business here?
For the sake of those mired in your endless, fruitless squabbles, I have come to propose we give truth to this competition.
What truth?
The people's eyes have been opened. This entire tournament is a self-indulgent travesty of the Sanctus Church's making. First the king, and now you dogs of God. Why do you teach the people lies? You preach the true understanding is mutual and blind to the balance of power. Ignorant, willful or otherwise, to the sin and weakness that your lessons breed. Face the truth. Our world, it is time we were judged only by our...
Skill? What skill would you put on...
I see no more reason to forbid the killing of
You would have the race decided by violence. And I suppose you believe yourself capable...
Oh, King! You have witnessed our trials, have you not? You have seen a divine relic, you... The lance rests in my hand. With its power, my victory is assured. But surely you would not see the... I will not give voice to the lie that this world is subject to any god's reign.
What is his aim? If he has the key to certain victory in his hands, what...
Never takes what he doesn't win. That's Luis to the core. He means every word he says. When you're clawing up from the bottom and you hear him talk like that, you can't help but dream. Only a madman claims lies and contradictions won't exist.
Luis Guyaburn. What manner of life has this...
He says that, but with that lance, he could kill any candidate he killed Sanctifex Forden, and now threatens Saint Rella. No!
Do not fear, my... Even should Luis claim all the power he desires, I will not be so easily Even should our nation dissolve into anarchy, I will always stand...
Sister...
I expected little else of Forden's loyal pet. It seems there is more to the saint than vapid, empty benevolence. Come, O King! There can be no more doubt! The masses desire a truly fair...
Be this thy course. Thou wouldst rule by strength alone.
He's talking!
Like when he first rose.
I killed Forden, yet has my standing fallen at all? Surely you would know. This petty race limps forward, while the land is further flooded with anxiety and monsters. You have left us an age of strife. You are powerless to stop it. And in your place, fool king, I will restore the balance and right this land's wrongs!
So be it. They who remain seeketh a clash without hindrance. Very well. Now and hereafter, my magic shall no longer protect thee. Face this as a trial renewed. If ye would be a true king, then I bid thee prevail.
You see that light just now?
The magla flow surrounding the candidates has disappeared. The protection of the magic is no more.
Then this lance of dragons is no more than an antique spear. Children lost in Sanctism shadow! The fog of deception has finally cleared! There is no God! Think hard on your salvation, and whether you'll find it in prayer.
No. He would even deny us our prayer? It's true. His Majesty has broken the spell. If it has come to this...
You know it was not I who laid the prince low. Which means that if you oppose me still, it is for the throne, and nothing more. I can finally face the real you. A near-death invalid has no place upon the throne. The mere suggestion is ludicrous. You do well to follow the king's example and abandon the folly of your ideals.
To cast aside all we've fought for would accomplish nothing. We too strive for a vision. Luis, you will never take the throne. The rightful heir stands before you. Look upon our candidate and know his true claim. He is the legitimate son of his late Majesty King Hytlodius V, last heir to the throne of Uchronia. His Highness, the Prince himself, has risen to vanquish evil. For his people, he defies the pain and suffering of the curse he endured.
His Highness the Prince? What? That's a lie. His Highness? He has already passed.
His Highness the Prince! They're mad! The lot.
Indeed he is. 'Tis the very proof you seek. Anyone who truly knows His Highness himself... Indeed. There is no denying it.
Rella!
Sister?
I saw for myself when I personally treated His Highness. They'd warned me against revealing it to the public, but the time for discretion is past. His Highness the Prince has Elden blood coursing through his veins. His Majesty told me that the boy's birth mother was an elder woman.
The Prince was an elder?
Enough of this absurdity.
You! The Prince! A bold gambit to reveal yourself before both Rella and I. Indeed, I have no retort. After all, he's been dead so long, nobody could say otherwise. Fine then, so be it. This marks the true battle between those who would fight for the throne. Wouldn't you say, Your Highness? Face your unworthy ideals and come to terms. I shall await the...
Rella, Forden's legacy is rightfully mine. It won't be long before this
You were head of the guards and you failed to protect Santifex Forden.
And you think yourself my better, do you? If it's a contest of... my magic.
Please, do not cause further distress to the devout. I ask once more, stand down.
Did you see that? Those were thorned vines. But that's...
Sister.
Children of God, I know the burdens you bear. I see the fear and anxiety that weighs heavy upon you. But rest at ease, my beloved citizens. Sanctism is and shall ever be your fortress. Know that I will protect all of you. Pray with me now. Close your eye.
She's right. Saint Rella can even...
Saint Rella!
Be careful. I sense Magla. There's something beyond...
Sister! What have you done to everyone?
I'm lifting their fears and anxieties. I can take yours too. With enough Sanctifex Forden saw Sanctism as only a tool. A means to exploit the... And yet, even then, did this twisted form of Sanctism... Luis claims that there is no god. That true equality...
Saint Rella,
I will save the people of this land in the truest sense. They shall live with no worries.
But through magic? You forced the fears out of their very hearts. 'Tis no
Perhaps not. But this country has bled them of it for... Besides, what makes you any more fit to speak of rightness? You claim he is the prince. The real prince is surely at death's door, isn't he? After all, your efforts did nothing to lift the curse. I've told you before. The prince's curse was crafted to perpetually draw upon the caster's magic. I know he suffers, because I yet live.
Wait. Surely you can't mean... No. You healed His Highness. It was only by
Oh, was I not clear enough? Allow me to clarify. On that night...
This isn't good. There's magic flooding this place.
Keen senses indeed, to be capable of seeing all this.
No! Why? Sister...
I was. And Luis was only a boy. All the better for any witnesses to suspect him of the crime. Yet I was interrupted in casting. What would have been a fatal curse became something unorthodox and incomplete. All you can do now is kill the caster. As heiress to the Sanctus Church's legacy, I will never hand over the royal scepter. Juna, I will await you amidst our dearest memories. Find me where the failures of the Sanctus Church lie buried.
Isn't that a...
Halt! I will not let you escape. You will never leave this city alive.
Oi! They're calling in the cavalry! We've got incoming...
Norris! Swiftly!
Lost it, I know! Who put this cliff here?
What about the teleportation? That takes time we don't have!
We've got nowhere to go but up into the sky.
So we do. Then, that's what we'll do. We fly!
Wait, you're saying...
I finished preparations long ago. Time was something I had in surplus.
Then?
But if it fails, it's curtains for us. We all die here. You hear me?
I trust you.
We're dead if we don't move either way. I agree. He speaks true.
Just take us up already. We've all flown before, right? Except me.
Eurus! Is this not your dream? Then bring it to life! Here and now!
I'll do it. I'll take you with me. Beyond the sky!
What the...
Not yet. Trust your technology near us. It's time. Let's
Possible. It can fly.
Yeah! We're flying like a bally bird with wings and all. Did you not see that? How do you like that?
My ears are popping.
This will take some getting used to.
Take that, world! I've really done it! Look at her! That's my sky on Earth!
After that drop, I thought we'd die, even if we didn't crash. Now that we're past the worst of it, it's actually smoother than I thought.
A bit of faith, my dear?
You're telling me that tiny patch is the city? It's like a child's toy. Seeing it like this, it's easy to imagine the people as little dots, huddling together in fear.
Phew, that was terrifying. I'm just glad it flew okay. Don't you think?
It was certainly a gamble.
A gamble you won, eh? Thanks for putting your chips in my pile.
So, about our next move.
We must pursue Rella as soon as possible. His Highness is running out of time.
Where did she say she was going? Where the failures of the Sanctus Church lie buried?
My guess is the Mage Academy, or what remains of the place. Nobody goes near it now. I was a student there myself once.
You don't say. No wonder you're so knowledgeable about magic.
For a dropout, I suppose.
The Royal Mage Academy, then. It was known as the finest school in the kingdom for magic research.
Lady Juna, I've got to ask. What was St. Rella like back in your school days? The way she was acting earlier, all cold? That the real hair?
No! It can't be. I don't want it to be. Maybe I just never knew the real her. That was the first I've ever seen her like that myself. I keep thinking, if she'd just quietly taken over for Forden, we could have helped each other out. Even if she inherits the Sanctifex's authority, she's nothing like Forden. She'd never want to hurt anyone. That's not her. I thought she wasn't like that. Now she's saying she was part of this conspiracy? She attacked the prince? No, it doesn't make any sense.
Then we've got to get to her fast as we can. We know where she is, yeah? You just gotta tell her everything you just told us.
That would be prudent, yes. But Captain, a reef for your thoughts, lad. If she is truly the culprit, then the curse will persist so long as she lives. This means we will have to kill her. Are you up to the task?
Yes. I'm prepared for that.
Juna, would you prefer to stay behind?
I can't afford to. If at the last minute I can't face it, then you can leave me where I stand. I'm prepared enough for that.
Lady Juna.
What's the matter? It's plain to see something's bothering you.
Oh, no. It's nothing specific. It's just that... something's felt wrong somehow. Ever since I sensed the Saint's Magla. I'm sorry. It's hard to explain. Please pay me no mind.
What now?
Check the map. These are the... Here.
Great.
I say, already seemed preposterous on the map, but they really built this old academy as deep in the mountains as they could shove it.
Amazing. It's all so beautiful. But for some reason, I can't stop shaking.
It's what they call too sodden cold. Ugh, I wasn't made for chill like this.
The wintry peaks of Montario are harsh. The first snowfall is bound to make it even harder to reach the base from our position.
Why build the blasted thing here of all places?
I don't know much about it myself, but I have heard rumors that there's a dragon among these mountains.
A dragon? You mean like our dragon god?
You saw how the dragon god turned into immaterial magla to be absorbed by the lamps, right? Dragons may look like monsters, but they're not true flesh and blood creatures. They're testaments to a lost world. That's why the Academy's here, I heard. To study them. But of course, that's all in the past now.
Why is Rella with the Sanctus Church, anyway? If they tore apart a place she held dear, you'd think she'd carry some kind of grudge against them.
Tis not unlike my own plight, I feel. One might call it a family curse.
My family, the Cygnus family, holds great esteem, to the Church especially. We've held high sanctified titles for generations, and as eldest child, Rella can't reject them.
How did all that obligation weigh on her? Was she so determined to uphold it that she'd kill at their command?
She wouldn't. We better hear it from her.
I feel it. I can sense an aura of Magla all the way from here. There's a strong disturbance like I've never felt before.
Gotta be here. Here we go. We're finally closing in.
The Royal Mage Academy ruins. The gauntlet they know.
So that's the former Mage Academy.
I've been waiting for you. Little more needs to be said. We are here to save His Highness. And to do that...
Sister! At least tell me, why did you have a hand in the assassination? Did I ever really know you?
How like you to be self-centered even now, Juna. In the end, you're no daughter of House Cygnus. You're an orphan. Another acquisition of House Cygnus, picked up on a whim. A tokenized game piece on their board to illustrate their noble contributions to society. You thought you and I were close. You believed you understood your big sister.
I see. I understand now, Rella. You're right. And I was wrong. I am Giovanni Cygnus, and my life is my own. So is my heart. I've always believed in you, and I'm not going to stop now. You would never kill someone just because Forden asked you to. Never!
What are you saying? Forden lies dead, yet the curse is unbroken. Is that not proof enough? Can you deny it, Your Highness?
You had your reasons, I assume?
I honestly can't see it either. Anyone aiming to kill a royal is risking their life for a cause. But what would a 12-year-old girl be willing to die for?
If Saint Rella's willing to die for something, no mistake, it'd be you, Lady Juna.
Huh? For me? Why?
Delusions.
Sister. What? You were protecting me. From what?
Even if that's all true, why did you bother summoning us here? The King's Rock marks you at second place. All the Sanctus faithful have put their trust in you, even after the death of the Santifex shook their hearts. Had you only gone into hiding to prepare for the battle against Luis, no one, not even us, would have been able to get to you. Yet...
You want to know why I've summoned you here? A question burns in me, and I will have my answer. Whoever defeats Luis will surely win the throne. But can you save those who remain of the Sanctist flock? The weak, whom Luis would see culled? This world already rejects many for their weakness. With nowhere to turn, they seek comfort in faith. If you would sacrifice them for freedom, you're no better than Luis.
intend to look after them.
Well, words alone. To be king is to wield... Such an aura. Yes. Behold a divine relic. Dragons are manifested avatars of mortal... Sogne, dragon god of the Ice Valley. If you would make this a country where it is no sin to be weak or ignorant, you need strength to shape it. Let us prove that strength here. Rella!
Then let's go. If you're gonna put your life on the line for this, and it's all...
Come, Sogne of the Ice Valley. Come.
We've got no choice! Dancer! Fight back, everyone! Burn! You hit their weakness!
I'm wizard!
Don't let them down, Juna!
Fire!
You hit their weakness!
I pray you'll show them
Captain!
strength.
The situation has changed.
For victory!
Let my power support you.
Yeah! Yupa hit their weakness! Troll, you gotta aim better than that!
Are you strong enough to protect the weak?
I'll ship wizard! Burn!
Underestimate a dragon at your peril.
Ow! Yupa's really hurting!
I'm impressed.
Can someone help her? Yupa's hurt bad.
Here I go!
Can we get her some healing?
Perhaps this will be too strong.
I pray you're ready. It is your turn!
Did Taffy nullify?
I can't if I call upon royal power within!
You hit their weak point. Keep it up, Troll!
Watch me! Raging fire!
You hit their weakness!
It's okay. Wizard!
Don't let them down, Juna!
We can do this!
I am grateful.
I owe you.
Thank you.
Yupa's
I am
frozen.
cold.
Her attacks won't do much like this.
Summoner. Not this tactic.
Here I go!
This may be excessive. I'm cold. I'm cold. I'm cold.
I pray you're ready.
After you.
It's really hurting! Can someone help her?
Allow me.
Yupa's hurt bad.
Are you prepared?
Can we get her some healing?
I'll cut you down!
Juna's frozen over! Her attacks are gonna be weaker now. That was helpful!
My thanks!
Troll's frozen. His attacks will do much less damage.
With healing power!
Thank you.
Helpful as ever.
That helped.
Yupa's frozen.
Here I go!
Her attacks won't do much
I
like
pray
this.
you're ready.
Please go right out.
Frozen. I shall vanquish evil. Hack and slash.
It comes to this.
Yupa's really hurting!
I won't back
Someone help her?
longer.
Yupa's hurt bad.
I call upon a royal
Get her
soul.
some healing?
Let's not.
Watch me! Let's keep cool.
Safe.
Cupid's
Sogne.
frozen.
Show
Show
them
them
strength.
strength. Like this.
We're not out of this yet!
I am grateful.
My thanks.
Thanks.
Scroll's
Here
frozen.
I go!
His attacks will do
Perhaps
much
this
less
will be too
damage.
strong. I pray you're ready. Come forth now.
Thank you.
Frozen.
Are you prepared?
It comes to this.